All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to the first official long format drop on my YouTube channel. I wanted to wait to start doing this until I saw that the subscriber base got over 100. I have been posting short form content. It's always been the intention to do long form content. And here we are. The goal is that I want to be able to drop one a week. And the reason being is that I want to keep it consistent. And I want things to have real value. For now, I'm not going to cut anything. I want to keep it as a conversation. I want to keep things very natural. And I want to make sure there's real value always being brought every single time. When you tap on a video here, you know you're going to get something. You're going to walk away with something. That is the whole point. This isn't for entertainment yet anyway. Who knows where life takes you years from now, but my mission is I want to bring value, and I want to bring value in the form of things that I know for sure. Speculation's fun, but we want to be able to have evidence. We want to be able to have rapport. We want to be able to have real life experience, and I will take those lessons not just only from what I have done in business, and I'll get into telling you guys a little bit about myself, but not only what I've done in business, but what I've seen my business partners do in business, what some of my very successful best friends have done in business and in life, working out, nutrition, mindset, habit training, discipline training. So that's what you're going to be getting here. And that's the introduction. We probably won't do that again. And I'll probably keep these to 7 to 10 minutes. So, anywho, a little bit about me. My name is Ken Major. Yes, that's my real name. And I'm a current CrossFit competitive athlete. I work in a couple different businesses. I've been doing sales and business for about 6 years now, roughly. We've had our ups, we've had our downs. One thing that I've always appreciated and wanted to get into was not just social media and personal brand. I love that stuff. And I love creating content. I like creating things. And I hate to say coaching. I want to help people though. I want to be there for people. So, if that is coaching, call it guidance, call it assistance. I want to be there for people, and I didn't find that passion out until I was about 2 or 3 years into solar sales. And I very quickly became one of the top ones in the country. And then for a time period, I was the number one in the country. I've competed at the highest levels. I've done the most. I've been part of, the number one office out of hundreds of offices for one company in particular, Sunrun. That's the biggest residential solar company in the country. I was number one in that office at one point, and I competed. I landed in the top 3 in the whole country out of thousands and thousands of people. So, and then I eventually wanted to move on to business, and so I've had my trials and tribulations in business, and so on and so forth. At the same time, I am a CrossFit competitor. I've been at it for a few years now. We finally made it to the open, and we did the quarters this year, and there's going to be some local competitions coming up, but I've always been an athlete. I've always liked that. I've enjoyed it more than, and sorry for it being shaky, guys. It's raining outside. I didn't have anywhere else to do this today. This will be a little bit better and more professional and quality like in the future, but I've always preferred athletics and stuff over just plain bodybuilding. Health in general has been something that I have appreciated a lot more than just aesthetics. Now, however, when you appreciate health and wellness and capability and aesthetics come. They are given as a package deal when you care about all of the right things and you do them in a very intense manner consistently for a long enough period of time. You could still look the part, you can still feel the part, be the sharpest you can be, perform the best you can. I'm talking things like, your heart rate, HRV, all these biometrics are things that I will be talking about as well. There's a whole long list of things that I can talk about. Now, there's things that I cannot talk about as well, and I never will talk about until I know them well enough where I feel like I can confidently pass that information along. But what you're going to get here is a lot of being a better version of yourself in many different facets, but not your traditional coaching hogwash that you typically get when you see social media. I want to talk very effective things. I want to talk ways to apply those things, and over time being able to actually see differences. And I want to do a lot of free content. This is going to be, these long form videos are meant to be valuable free content. I do have things like communities, subscriber base, exclusive pages, private groups. I do also do one-on-one, but I want, for the first time, and maybe this isn't the first time, I think I've seen a couple other people do it that I really appreciate and respect. I want it to be that you can come to this page and you will see and be able to learn everything that you need to learn to level up without even having to pay $1. But if you're someone that's like, hey, I want the extra accountability, I want very specific, very custom, what have you, then you can take that next step, and we'll have all sorts of different options and stuff. So that way it's affordable no matter what walk of life you come from. But you should be able, my goal is that you should be able to go to my social media accounts and you have enough tools and you have enough information to do it without paying $1. Okay? And a lot of what I say, I'll end it on this. A lot of what I say is going to be things that we've heard from one source or another at some point. There's obviously new research and new things that come about, and I like to stay on top of those things, and new information will be provided here. But it's not so much about, what's the new piece of information? Where am I going to get this, new knowledge that no one else knows, or I'm going to find the secret versus, it's not about that. It's about a message or a piece of information being made intelligible and having it delivered in a way that clicks with you, that resonates with you. Intelligible means the ability to make something understandable. I could be the smartest man in the world, but if I can't convey that information to you, then you're not going to be able to process it. You're not going to digest it. You're not going to understand it. That is part of intelligence, is the ability to make information intelligible. And so I'm going to do my best to do that. And I'm going to deliver that information in the best way possible that I can. And perhaps a message that you've looked over 3, 4, 5, 6 different times, you won't look over this time because it was said in a way that you were able to go, oh, I get that now. Oh, that's what that other person meant. That's the goal here, guys. So we're going to bring a lot of information. We're going to bring a lot of good stuff. And that's the intro. Any questions whatsoever that you guys have, feel free to drop it in the comments. Feel free to hit subscribe. Check out my other pages. My long form content will always keep coming. My short form content. My long form content, I'm hoping we can increase this over time. I even want to, I shouldn't have done that. That's, I've done long form content before, but I wasn't prepared to stick with it. And I was in the middle of a business transition that ultimately it took up too much of my time, and I couldn't keep consistently providing what I wanted to keep providing. And that was on an old page, dead and gone. Today is ground zero. And from here until we're in the casket, this is going to remain now. You can look forward to, and you can expect and know that I will show up for you guys every single week. We're going to make it happen. We don't go back on our word. And if we want to help the next man up, the next woman up, then we need to first do the damn thing ourselves. And we can't ask someone else to do what we can't even do. So expect a lot of that, guys. I'm looking forward to working with y'all. That's the intro video. And I'm probably going to rip another one. And we're going to start doing topics right out the gate today. So welcome. Hope you enjoy. Comment, like, subscribe. Love saying that. Been looking forward to saying that. And we'll see you on the next one.